Tottenham obviously sacked Jose Mourinho, which is the only thing that happened during the European Super League. He's officially the only manager to be sacked from the European Super League, which I love. But, I mean, this is what Mourinho does, right? He goes somewhere. There's a lot of excitement. He ruins the career of one or two players, right? You know what I mean? He catches two bodies. He typically wins a trophy, but in true Tottenham fashion, that didn't happen. Yeah. And then he gets sacked, fired, whatever you want to call it. But this time, I think his agent was pretty smart, and they put in a little bit of a golden parachute, if you will.
Apparently, there's some, depending on where he was at in the table when he got sacked, would determine how much money he was going to be paid out.
Which makes sense, right? Like, why would you fire him if he's in the top four? But that should be like, you should pay him a lot more money because he got you there. But if you're like in 16th place, you're like, bruh, here's a bag of chips. You know what I mean? Get the hell out of our stadium.
And it's going to be open, all right? I took some, all right?
Yeah, I only left you the ones that are like half burnt out, just so you know.
But, I mean, you say that, like, why would you fire someone if they're like in top four? Why did they fire Mauricio Pochettino and brought in Jose Mourinho when they were just in the Champions League final?
The guy took you to the Champions League final and you fire him? It makes Tottenham is being wild Tottenham. You know what I mean? And it's cost them £16 million. £16 million to fire Jose Mourinho. That's his payoff. Like, dog, like, that's a pretty good midfielder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It really makes, again, this news about Mourinho kind of gets buried. And if this Super League stuff wasn't going on, we would be wanting to see comments from Jose. Any interview, people are now making people love Jose Mourinho as a reality TV star at this point. They're making Mourinho fan cams, all right? Because he is obviously the fodder is incredible. He's wildly entertaining, especially when his teams are losing, right?
He shoots from the hip. The problem is he's shooting at his own players. You know what I mean?
It's live ammunition, Jose.
Stop firing. Go the other way. I don't know if you heard this, but apparently after he got fired, he stuck around for 4 hours. Now, I just have a question for you. If you were to get fired from a job and you stuck around for 4 hours, what do you think those 4 hours would be filled with?
I mean, breaking all the equipment. I don't know.
Right? You out here destroying stuff. You're going into people's offices you don't belong in, and you're speaking your mind. Well, that's exactly what he did. The problem is he did it to his own players. Leave these guys alone. Yeah, they played for you. Apparently, he told what the English call home truths, which is so quaint in English.
What does that mean? I've never heard that before.
I mean, he spilled that real tea. He talked that real shit, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He was like, y'all want to know something about Dele Ali? Basically is what he did. He mocked the players and said, here's why you weren't good enough to play, and here's your problem. Which, I mean, it's kind of classless to do that.
I would want a guidance, advice, support, right? We're all trying to succeed together. Why isn't Jose Mourinho, his management style is, I'm going to give you the tough love, and hopefully that'll bring the best out of you. And maybe that did work a couple years ago. He's won titles in different countries with massive clubs, but, times are changing, right? The game is changing. How you manage players, there's also a different level of, people may say it's soft, whatever, but there's a different sensitivity in the workplace that maybe his management style doesn't really work anymore.
Are you saying Jose Mourinho is problematic with his management style?
Okay, I know I'm the first person to say it, but it has to be said.
As he's stabbing an image on the whiteboard of a player to show what he would do if he could, you're saying he's problematic. You know what? He is kind of like that old school manager of, I'm going to break you like a horse kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I think you're kind of right. I think to some degree, that's kind of not cool anymore. But it also seems to work, right? He does. Other than Tottenham, he seems to win trophies.
It worked in the past.
Oh, do you think he's done? You think he's washed?
I mean, Manchester United, wasn't super successful. He did win a trophy.
He won the treble, which was like the Community Shield, the Europa,
it was like,
and like the Carabao Cup.
He did okay, but look,
He won the terrible.
My main question: does Mourinho at the very least get another job in the Premier League? Do you think he's going to get another job?
What if he goes to Everton?
He's never going to Everton. He's never going to. They would never.